Who are the builders and the Romans? And why is it in chapter room of the Quran, the Romans get defeated and then they get power again? Where do the Romans get power again? And who are they? The builders are the Romans.
A treasure that had been thought over for centuries by tyrants, pharaohs, emperors, warlords. Every time it changed hands, it grew larger.
And eventually it reached Prophet Solomon. He hid it under his Temple Mount. And then this happened.
And then suddenly, it vanished. It didn't reappear for more than 1,000 years.
Looks like it started that time, 1,000 years, 200 years before Jesus, that timeline began. Because that was when the imitators infiltrated Jerusalem and forced the Romans to convert to a Roman version of Judaism. This is what happened.
When knights from the First Crusade discovered secret vaults beneath the Temple of Solomon.
First Crusade. That's about, let's say, 100 years before the Battle of Saladin and King Baldwin.
You see, the knights who found the vaults believed that the treasure was too great.
Right now, it's called Al-Aqsa Mosque. It used to be called Al-Aqsa Temple. It still stands. It's called Al-Aqsa Mosque. It was built by Prophet Zechariah in 516 BC. It's still there. That's what they're talking about, the Temple of Solomon during 800 years after Jesus, before the First Crusade. What Temple of Solomon? I thought they said it got destroyed. Because it never. Herod built retaining walls to block out the worshippers. It's even mentioned in the Bible where Jesus said they locked out the worshippers from the temple. How? The retaining walls. It wasn't a Roman invasion. It was the Jewish uprising against the Romans who put a wall against the Temple of Solomon to force them to pay. That's the wall that got destroyed by Eleazar ben Yair and Eleazar ben Shimon. Simon. Them two had 1,000 soldiers. They destroyed the wall. And they allowed the Jews to worship in the temple for a few years until the Romans came and Flavius Josephus became a traitor, lied about the Masada, the Battle of Masada, where the Romans came and they climbed, they made a ramp and they went and they killed all the Jews, including Eleazar ben Yair and Eleazar ben Shimon, and then they got Flavius Josephus, who happens to be using the last name as the Roman king at the time. And what happened? He got arrested. When he got arrested, he comes out of jail with a new last name, a house. Why? Because he's the one who wrote down the records of what happened with the Second Temple. He's the one who wrote down the records of what happened with Eleazar ben Yair, because he was a traitor who lied. He was the Jewish traitor that lied about what happened and sold out to become a Roman. That's Flavius Josephus. He's the one who said the Second Temple got destroyed in the history books that you all look at, because there's only one recorded message about it. But if you look at the research, you'll find Al-Aqsa Temple is still there. In fact, every week they send soldiers in with their boots to disrespect the Temple of Solomon, peace be upon him. But you all think it got destroyed because the imposters of Judaism and the imposters of Christianity, the Roman Greco Hellenistic version that Jesus stood against, they're the ones who said the second temple got destroyed on the internet and their algorithm, because they're the Romans that found the treasure under the Temple Mount. The same ones. The Byzantines and the Romans. They never went anywhere. They just merged. Gog and Magog now. It's not just Gog. No, now you have Magog. The Pharisees.
For any one man, not even the king, they brought the treasure back to Europe and took the name, the Knights Templar.
Where exactly in Europe? Where, Italy? Italy, eh? Why is the Vatican shaped as a key of Prophet Solomon from an aerial view? The lesser key of Solomon. Oh, I wonder what's under there.
Over the next century, they smuggled it out of Europe. They formed a new brotherhood called the Freemasons in honor of the builders of the Great Temple. War smuggled it out of Europe.
In honor of, who? In honor of who? Who is the builders in the Bible in Psalms 118:22, Christians, Muslims, and Jews? Don't worry, you can open up each other's books. It's not going to burn your fingers, don't worry. You can stop fighting. Your books are not going to burn your fingers. You can read each other's books. Psalms 118:22. Who's the builders?
They formed a new brotherhood called the Freemasons in honor of the builders of the Great Temple.
And the builders. Who built the temple?
There's a text known as the Testament of Solomon, where it talks about how Solomon was enslaving these jinn to build his temple for him, or demons. The Hebrew text refers to it as demons that he was trying to enslave to build his temple for him.
Yeah, he had the ring of Prophet Solomon, the ring that gave him power to enslave them. He never did magic. That's just what the builders said.
Right.
The builders are, what do you call them today? They took a fancy name. What? Masons? Well, even God in the Holy Quran called them builders.
The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
God in the Holy Quran mentioned them. The Bible mentions them. Who worships Horus, the god of Pharaoh, during the time of Jesus? The Romans. Who worships Horus now? Putting Horus' eyeball on your pyramid on your money. Exactly. The Romans. Listen.
قد فتنا سليمان وألقينا على كرسيه جسدا ثم أناب.
And we certainly tried Solomon and placed on his throne a body. Then he returned.
قال رب اغفر لي وهب لي ملكا لا ينبغي لأحد من بعدي إنك أنت الوهاب.
He said, My Lord, forgive me and grant me a kingdom such as will not belong to anyone after me. Indeed, you are the bestower.
فسخرنا له الريح تجري بأمره رخاء حيث أصاب.
So we subjected to him the wind blowing by his command, gently wherever he directed.
والشياطين كل بناء وغواص.
Who's the builders? He's talking about Solomon, peace be upon him, and then he's talking about...
And also the devils of Jinn, every builder and diver.
What?
Who's the builders? They worship Nimrod. They just hide it. How you doing, builders? I heard you betrayed the son of Mary. And now you're against Islam. No problem. Look around. We ain't going nowhere. It's not like I'm locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
آخرين مقرنين في الأصفاد